And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we will be discussing whether or not DJ Envy should be held responsible in the court of public opinion in regards to Cesar Pina, aka Flippin' NJ's allegedly scamming millions of dollars out of real estate investors. Now, I have to make sure that I use my words properly and carefully. But what I just find laughable is how DJ Envy is trying to spin the narrative as if he was this innocent bystander that had no idea as to what Caesar was doing and that allegedly Caesar even scammed him out of $500,000. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you the proper timeline and framing so that you can start to see that what he is saying is questionable at best and at worst is an outright lie. Because he's talking about a school that he and Caesar allegedly partnered on. And they partnered up back in 2020. So allegedly, based upon the information I have, him and Caesar went into a business dealing back in 2020. So you mean to tell me DJ Envy wants you to believe that he and Caesar partnered up in 2020 and he has not gotten paid up until 2023? Now, we also do know that the credit dude stated that he made DJ Envy aware that Caesar owed him money back of August of last year. So now, although DJ Envy can spin a narrative that he never directly took investments with Caesar, that they only was doing seminars together, because that's what he wants you to believe. Here's where the problem comes into play, DJ Envy. Based upon your own words, based upon your partner, right? Because remember, you own, allegedly, 25% of the credit dude's business. So your business partner told you a year ago that Caesar owed him, and allegedly you have not been paid back from an investor with Caesar almost over 3 years ago. So now what you want us to believe is that you continued to keep doing business with an individual who owed you money, who owed your partner money, and you continue to allow him to leverage your celebrity, your platform, to be able to, again, defraud potential new investors out of millions of dollars. So when we look at this, if you are made aware over a year ago, he owes you money over 2 years ago, why would you continue to keep allowing him to use your platform? And see, this is exactly why those of you that are victims need to continue to keep filing lawsuits. Because see, there is something known as discovery. And in this discovery, you'll be able to subpoena bank records, you'll be able to subpoena tax records, you'll be able to subpoena text messages, because if what the credit dude is saying is true, that he made DJ Envy aware a year ago on August 9th that Caesar owed him money, why would you continue to keep promoting projects and speaking seminars with the person that's allegedly defrauding investors out of millions of dollars? And see, I know what some of you are going to say. Why are you so passionate about this? Why are you covering this? Well, it's very simple. Number one, I'm in the finance space in regards to creating content, creating courses, and I also take investments for investors. So if I don't speak up, then I look like a scammer. See, you have to understand stuff like this negatively impacts all of us in the financial literacy space. Why? Because if you're not a scammer, why are you quiet? See, every platform that had DJ Envy on there, that has Cesar Pina, aka Flippin' NJ on there, who are not saying something, you need to be looking at them with the side eye right now. Because why are you quiet? Because we already know that Black and Hispanic people don't trust each other as it is. And now this is going to set people back generations, because now this is going to pick up more media attention. And people are going to say, see, that's why I don't invest with Black people. That's why I don't invest with Hispanic people. So if you're not a scammer, why are you not speaking up? Why are you not saying anything? Because see, I have my investors hitting me up saying, hey man, what's going on? They want questions. People are asking questions now. So if you're not a scammer, you owe it to your platform and to your audience to let people know that you're not a scammer and that you should speak up about this. Because this is going to taint the industry. And like I said before, I'm going to keep saying it again. Be mindful of the platforms that had these people on there that claim to be financial literacy platforms that are not speaking about this. Now, let's get into this. DJ Envy wants to dismiss the real estate fraud lawsuit. So as of today, per my counting, DJ Envy has been sued along with Cesar Pina at least 10 times. He's implicated in at least 10 different lawsuits. Now, because they like to talk about people slandering people, everything that I'm going to present today is already in the public. These are going to be court documents. These are going to be interviews with Cesar Pina and DJ Envy. These are going to be promotional and marketing material with these individuals. These are going to be interviews or lives that Tony did with victims. I'm going to make sure, because see, they want to play the I'm suing you for defamation. And it's amazing to me how if you go and look at most of the marketing material, DJ Envy speaks more than Cesar ever speaks in all of the promotional marketing material. But you want me to believe that you only were engaged in speaking and seminars and educating. Well, I'm going to prove to you today that that's a lie. So, as you can see here, and this is from the Shade Room, but there's a ton of articles already about this. It says, in a lawsuit filed last month, Envy, along with his business partners, Cesar Pina and Jennifer Pina, who is Cesar's wife, were accused of taking nearly $2 million in investments from plaintiffs Anthony Barone and Anthony Martini. The two plaintiffs claim that they invested in two real estate ventures, the Taylor Company and Flip to Dow. But Envy and the Pinas took the money without following up on the project. They claim that the defendants used the funds to support their extravagant lifestyles and or pay off other investors. Now, in my opinion, because I know that DJ Envy and his attorneys are watching, and understand, we live in America. I have a right to my First Amendment. See, there's something known as a court of law, and there's something known as a court of public opinion. And based upon what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing, this looks like a Ponzi scheme. For those of you that do not know, a Ponzi scheme is when you take new investors' money to pay off old investors. Now, here's the funny thing. I actually met Cesar at the Bitcoin conference back when it was getting ready to launch the Flip the Dow project. And me and Tony was sitting there, we were talking, we was like, yo, that project doesn't even make any sense. What they were doing with the Flip the Dow was that they were going to take a real estate property, let's say that is worth $300,000, and they were going to basically fractionalize it and turn it and basically tokenize it. So you can pay like $100, you could own a percentage of the actual property. Now, what allegedly Cesar was doing is that he was leveraging other influencers and celebrities to go out here and promote the project. And he was paying them anywhere, allegedly, from 10% to 30% to promote this. Now, what you have to say to yourself, and see, this is, I want to teach. I don't want this just to be about attacking Cesar, but I also want to teach those of you who are trying to get into real estate. Real estate is an efficient market, meaning the margins are thin in real estate. You're not going to be able to think about this for a second. If he's promising the affiliates that's going to promote this 30% to bring in new money, and then he's guaranteeing investors allegedly 30%. That means he needs to make at least 60% on a deal to break even. If a person can guarantee a 60% return, then why do they need your money? See, understand, on Wall Street, hedge funds, institutional fund managers, if you can just beat the S&P, you are a god. So that means if you can make at least 8 to 10% per year, you are a god on Wall Street. Why would a man that can guarantee to make at least 60% need your money? See, it doesn't even make any sense from a business perspective, because he's guaranteeing that he's going to pay the affiliate a 30% commission to promote Flip the Dow. And then on the back end, he's promising the people that's put based upon the documentation that he could get them 30% returns. It doesn't make any business sense. And see, what we're starting to see here, and I told you that this was going to happen. Most of these people were only making money not because they were good real estate investors, not because they were good traders, that they were good at crypto or they were good at stocks or e-commerce. We were in a bubble. Everyone looked like a genius. And I told you, once interest rates start to go up and the economy comes back down to a normal level, we're starting to see that these people weren't smart. They didn't have some magical bullet. I see a donation came in. Hey, Eli, love your content. You have inspired me to learn more about crypto and blockchain. Thank you for your great work. You've done absolutely. So now, Envy is now asking the court to dismiss the case with prejudice. According to court documents obtained by the Shade Room, Envy says he is not and never was an employee or representative of the Taylor Company or Flip to Dow. He goes on to say that he believes the plaintiffs intentionally included him in the lawsuit solely to exploit the fact that he is a well-known individual and to sensationalize the case. Now, I want to remember, I'm going to frame to you, based upon the information I have, that he was aware of Cesar having problems at least a year ago. But I'm also going to show you how he's a liar, because he's saying to you that he has nothing to do with the Flip the Dow project. Now, if you come to the Flip the Dow website, you go see DJ Envy, because see, I never in my life would understand why so many of you would want to protect someone who's allegedly defrauded people out of millions of dollars. The horror stories that these people are living through. People are committing suicide. People are losing their houses. People have kids in college and they were going to use that money to put their kids to school. And yet you're sitting up here defending DJ Envy and Cesar, yet they've done nothing for you. Yet they're the alleged predators. So on the Flip the Dow website where we're looking at right now, you don't see DJ Envy. You don't see any pictures. But see, you know the God Eli, receipt God. Look at this. This is a live that I do with Pocket Watcher and JT. Who do we see right here? We see DJ Envy. We see Cesar. Now, Envy wants you to believe that he had nothing to do whatsoever with the Flip the Dow project. But see, this is the website for Flip the Dow about 2 months ago. Right? Now, let's look at it. So let me go over here and start an NFT. Let me go over here and start a DAO. It's just more ways and gimmicks to get people through the door. But like Tony said, when you look at this here, there's more pictures of DJ Envy than... There's more pictures of DJ Envy on the Flip to Dow website originally than there is of Cesar. Right? I want you to understand this. There's more pictures of DJ Envy than there is of Cesar. But he wants you to, he's telling you in the motion that he's filing, because he's trying to sue Tony for defamation. He's trying to say to you right here, the two plaintiffs claim that they invested in two real estate ventures, the Taylor Company and Flip to Dow. Envy is now asking the court to dismiss the case with prejudice according to court documents obtained by the Shade Room. Envy says he is not and never was an employee or representative of the Taylor Company or Flip to Dow. Yet we come here and whose picture do we see here? We clearly see DJ Envy on the Flip to Dow website. So now the question you have to say to yourself, what does it say about the character of DJ Envy? Because see, birds of a feather flock together. Why would DJ Envy want to even be doing business with a person like Cesar in the first place? Birds of a feather flock together. Now I can't prove that DJ Envy took any money. I can't prove that DJ Envy defrauded anyone. That's what the court of law is for. But what I can say is, per this article and what we're looking at right now, he's lying. He's lying. So why are you defending a person that's blatantly lying in your face? He's on the Flip to Dow website. This is how the website originally looked, and now they scrubbed the website, and this is how it looks now. Now, here's what I want you guys to do, because I know what you're going to say. Oh, I'm just attacking a black man. I'm just trying to tear a black man down. If you go on Twitter and you type in Flip the Dow, you're going to see a lot of people tweeting and adding DJ Envy and interested in investing in the Flip the Dow. Now, don't worry, because if we come here, there's a page called Flip to Dow. Now, I want you to look at this. Let's zoom in, right? The biggest real estate networking event. Flip to Dow right here. Flipping NJ, DJ Envy, Jenny Tips. This is on January 26th. So if the credit dude made him aware in August that Cesar owed him money, allegedly, if DJ Envy put $500,000 into a school that he has not been paid for over 2 years, why are you still doing events with Cesar Pina? See, and I say this time and time again, and people say, oh my God, Eli, why do that's rude to say that. You niggas gotta be slow to even allow that person play like this in your face. But it gets better because right here, we're gonna play this right here. It says Cesar Pina on the new real estate platform, Flip the Dow. Where is Cesar Pina at right now? He's on the Breakfast Club, the platform that's DJ Envy's platform. Now, let's listen to it.
Now, one of the big reasons we haven't been doing these seminars because so many times people come up to us and say, how can I invest with you guys? How can I learn more? How can
I invest with you guys? How can I learn more? This is I'm not slandering you. These are your words that are coming out of your mouth.
I get in on some of your deals. So you came up with this idea.
Yep.
Break it down.
So
I think it's genius. I thought it was dope.
Like you said at our seminars, people are always like, okay, what's the next step? How could I get in a deal with you guys? After our seminars, we never really had anything after the seminar because we wanted to do the right project, right? The right platform that because even with the seminars, when you think about our seminars, it's almost like we're going back in time and saying to ourselves, when we first started in real estate, what was missing? What help did we need that nobody ever gave to us, right? So same thing with this. Now we have a real estate membership platform, right? It's called Flip, number 2, DAO, DAO. So Real Estate DAO is pretty much an educational platform where you're going to have the education part, our real estate network, and the most important questions of our seminars, how could we co-invest in a deal with you guys? Right.
How can we co-invest in a deal with you guys? So DJ Envy is saying, how can you partner with us? And Cesar's saying, how can you partner with us? Where's the slander? Chat, because people are going to watch this later, and I know the DJ Envy fanboys are going to come in here. Am I missing something here? Did we not just hear them basically say partner with us? Now, look at the dates. This is 59 weeks ago. This is around the time I told you I met Cesar for the first time at the Bitcoin conference last year. Me and Tony was there. And he was trying to pitch the Flip the Dow project to us. And me and Tony looked at each other and said, this shit don't make no sense. Now, DJ Envy at this time, allegedly, has been made aware. I'm going to keep my Umar on and I'm going to keep repeating myself. At this time, allegedly, he is aware that Cesar owes him money per his motion, and Cesar owes DJ Envy's business partner, the credit dude, money. So why is he allowing this man to come on his platform and leverage his celebrity, but then going to pretend that he doesn't know anything? But per this time period, he does know. Now, I keep talking about this school, right? Because now, again, I can't prove, and you have to use your words properly, that when DJ Envy says Cesar owes him $500,000, right? So let's read this. Again, let's finish reading this, right? It says, aside from having no involvement with the Taylor Company or Flip the Dow, which we know is a lie because he's on the Flip the Dow website, Envy also claims to be a victim himself. He says he invested $500,000 in a separate project with the Pinas to renovate and reposition a former school into an apartment building. Okay? Now, where did we hear DJ Envy and Cesar reference an apartment building? Because see, one thing about me, right? I listen more than I speak, right? So what we need to do is find, where is this? All right, here we go, right here. They made an appearance, look at the date, for you DJ Envy fanboys. They made an appearance on Bigger Pockets on March 28th, 2021, which means that this is before they launched Flip to Dow. And if you go to the 18:35 minute mark, the 18 minute and 35 second mark, let's listen to what DJ Envy has to say about a school.
And that's really how we got into it. And at the same time, I just kept buying real estate. And we bought a school and we're turning that into a 70-unit building. And we just kept going and do it. And that's really how we got into it. And at the same time, I just kept buying real estate. And we bought a school and we're turning that into a 70-unit building. And just never knew that they can do it. And that's really how we got into it. And at the same time, I just kept buying real estate. And we bought a school and we're turning that into a 70-unit building. And we just kept going like.
So, let's go back. So he's made an investment prior to March 28th, 2021. An investment of which up until today, which is over 2 years, he hasn't been paid for. Yet, he continued to keep allowing Cesar to leverage his platform. This is the narrative that he wants you to believe. Now he goes. He says he invested $500,000 in a separate project with the Pinas to renovate and reposition a former school into an apartment building. The Pinas promised Envy that they would return his initial investment within 1 year and would receive a monthly dividend of about $17,000. Now, for the droolers in the back, for the low IQ idiots in the back, let's do some math. Let's go back to the video, right? This video is on March 28th, 2021. He's talking about buying a school, turning it into an apartment building. So if we go 1 year and 1 day from that day, that means it should be March 29th, right? Or let's say April 1st. Let's go April 1st, 2022. So if he has not been paid, why would he continue to keep doing business with the person that owes him $500,000? He was supposed to be getting dividends around April 1st. He was supposed to be getting dividends around April 1st. So then why would he then be here launching Flip the Dow 6 months after he hasn't been receiving his dividends? Does that make sense to you? Why would he continue to keep doing business with a person that owes him money? Why would he keep allowing a person to leverage his platform that not only owes him, but owes his business partner? It doesn't make any sense. I seen another donation come in. Shout out to Officer E. If we want progress, we have to have standards. Standards come with accountability and truth. You have always taught us real about crypto too. Salute. Truth is treason in an empire full of lies. Absolutely. And as I said before, see, you have to understand, I'm in the content space for finance. I invest other people's money. How can I sit back here and be quiet and say nothing when people are losing millions of dollars? Because anyone that's quiet, you are complicit. And now I have to look at you like you're a scammer. Because we were in one of the greatest real estate, not one of, the greatest real estate market ever. We were in a bubble. How could you lose millions of dollars? I want you to understand, I'm talking to victims on a daily basis. My DMs are filled. I want you to understand this. This may be the biggest Ponzi scheme in the history of the Black and Hispanic community. This may be one of the biggest, allegedly. Now, another reason why I go so hard, because see, you don't have to deal with this. This is a woman who allegedly was scammed by Cesar and DJ Envy. And she's in here allegedly cutting her wrist. See, people don't talk to you about the other side of this, the human side of this. Because I know you groupies, you DJ Envy groupies, right? You just trying to tear a man down. And it's amazing to me how you can say, I'm trying to tear DJ Envy down when his entire brand is talking shit about celebrities all day long. His entire platform is about attacking other Black men and Black women and slandering them on a daily basis. But you suckers don't got no problem with that. So now look at this. This right here is a lady, Cesar Jenny, allegedly, and she's blamed the Pinas and Envy for this. And she sent this to Tony. You don't have to, these are people slitting their wrist, committing suicide. See, I want you to understand, these people are never going to bounce back. They're done. Most of these people who got burned are wiped out. They have nothing. And I know what you're going to say. Well, they should be responsible in the first place and not have given their money to this person. They should invest in everything. Understand, you as the fiduciary, right? You have a fiduciary responsibility to your clients to tell them, don't invest everything. Making sure they understand everything. That's your job. When you're taking someone's money, when I get on the phone with someone, I talk to them. The first thing I want to know is, what is their financial situation? Where's this money coming from? How liquid are you? Because I don't want anyone investing their last with me. See, there's a reason why you have to be an accredited investor to invest in certain things in the first place. Because you should have a net worth higher than what you're investing. You should have an emergency fund besides what you're investing. But see, when you're a slime ball, when you're a fat Kirby-looking motherfucker, looking like a melted candle, you take anyone's money. Because see, here's some game. Let me give you some game. Stop giving your money to criminals. Stop giving your money to criminals. If a person comes to you and say, I'm a 3-time felon, keep your money. If a person tells you that they're from the streets, keep your money. If a person tells you he's a street nigga and that business is just like selling drugs, keep your money in your bank. Because what do you think a street nigga is going to do to you? He's going to treat you like a street nigga will treat you. There's no honor amongst thieves. Wow, you're shocked, right? You're shocked that a criminal allegedly defrauded you? See, you gotta get your mind right. If a person business is not like the streets. Legitimate business is not like selling drugs. Okay? It's not like selling drugs. Lose the drug dealer image. Get it out your mind. Put your money with people who are talking to you like they got some goddamn sense. Okay? Thanks. Peace, JT. Peace to my brother, JT. He has an amazing YouTube channel. Go follow him. He covers a lot of content. We've collabed together. He says, follow the money. Most of your favorite finance influencers are just marketing using social media and podcasts to sell hype. They have no real financial skills, and they take no accountability for leading the lambs to slaughter. Absolutely. And I want to get back to that because as you can see here, DJ Envy is clearly allowing this man to leverage his platform while allegedly owing him $500,000 and owing his business partner $150,000. Now, let's listen to this right here.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flipping at Jay.
Join us July 31st right here at the Jacob Javits Center. We're doing a real estate seminar talking everything real estate from Airbnb to wholesaling to flipping. But not only that, you can partner with us on some deals. Make some money with us, your partner. And we'll see you July.
You can partner with us on some deals. Come on, man. For those of you who are sitting up here saying, oh, give DJ Envy the benefit of the doubt, how? He was supposed to be receiving dividends. When he's making this video, he is supposed to be receiving dividends from Cesar. And he's telling you in the motion that he filed in court that he hasn't received any of the dividends. So we know for a fact he's a liar. We know he's on the Flip the Dow website. He lied there. And we know right here, while he's promoting a guy that owes him money, he didn't receive any of the dividends, but then saying you can partner with us. Why would he do that? It makes no sense. But see, it gets better because I want to get back to the school, right? So, if we come here, let's listen to what the credit dude has to say because I think that this is important. And, now DJ Envy is trying to sue Tony for defamation. And it's like, how are we defaming or slandering you when you're saying partner with us? So although you may not be directly taking the investment money, you are the face. You are the platform that is leveraging your celebrity to get people to invest with Cesar. Now, before we get to that, again, I want to make sure that I'm speaking clearly. I want you to listen to what DJ Envy says out of his own mouth. Listen.
The closer, and here's what Envy said.
So that was my show that I brought Charlamagne in, and I brought Angela in. That's my show. I created Cesar. There was no Cesar. Cesar wouldn't have the lifeline or life that he had without a DJ. And I brought Angela in. That's my show. I created Cesar. There was no Cesar. Cesar wouldn't have the lifeline or life that he had without a DJ. I created Matt. If I wasn't there, if I didn't create Matt, if I didn't have Matt speak, if I didn't put Matt on the Breakfast Club, if I didn't recommend people to Matt, there would be no Matt. Not one.
So he said he made Cesar. So then how can he sit up here now and say, oh, I have no knowledge of what Cesar's doing? Now, let's listen to what the credit dude has to say. Now, follow me here because this is important. The credit dude was one of the featured people at DJ Envy's bullshit ass seminars. And because of DJ Envy's celebrity, he was able to, based upon what the credit dude said, again, this is not me saying this is the credit dude, he was able to finesse the credit dude out of 25% of his company. Now, listen to what the credit dude has to say.
You know, he's not the only one being sued. There's more to come, things of that nature. What, like, to your understanding with these people that are saying that they got taken advantage of and all these different things, what did you know about it? What did you do to try to make people aware of what you knew? Did you let DJ Envy know? That's a great question that Tony just asked. At what point did you make DJ Envy aware as to what was going on? What, like, people, we want to know, because like motherfuckers are saying, hey, I lost all this money and everything else. What was your conversation to be able to try to help people mitigate loss and shit like that? As soon as, so look, we had a kickball game, right? Last year. I invested with Cesar in May of last year. And so he invested with Cesar May of last year. And when 90 days came, you know, when 90 days came and the money wasn't there, I approached him, meaning Cesar, and I approached Jen. And I'm just gonna pull some shit up right quick because, hold on a second. This was August 9th. I told. So we're talking a year ago. A year ago, August 9th. I just reminded Cesar again to wire the money and told him to remove my videos and my content from Flip to That. This was August 9th. Me talking to Envy. Envy replied nothing. Okay. So on August 9th of last year, DJ Envy's business partner, the credit dude, made him aware that Cesar didn't send him money. So when we see this motion, it doesn't make any sense. How are you still allowing a person to leverage? And I'm going to keep repeating this because I know some of you are slow and you can't keep up. How are you trying to convince the public that you knew nothing when you're telling me you haven't received your dividends over a year ago and your business partner hasn't been paid either? This is back in August, in April of last year. So now the question has to be, what responsibility do you have to your audience and your platform? Because remember, he said he put these seminars together because he wanted to educate and teach people. Now, don't worry, it gets a little bit better. Because see, I want to speak to the character of DJ Envy. And I want you to be able to see that based upon what he's saying, looks like a liar to me. So let's go over here. I have another video, right? And I want to pull this up. Look at my notes. It's at the 2020 mark. I want to pull this up here. I want you to listen to what DJ Envy has to say. So I want to speak to his character, who he really is.
Something that is off the line. I got a call from an attorney. And the attorney was like, look, Envy, you know, I got a bunch of clients and they're about to go to the government. And I'm like, no, you can't, because it don't got nothing to do with me. You do what you got to do. Everything I did was 100% with proof. Like, my shit was to teach people about real estate, and that's what I did. And I put people on, and I was on the, and this is why it bothers me. Do you know how many panels that I turned down because Jay Lawrence was on it? Mm-hmm. Do you know how many panels I turned down because Big Business was on it? Because I always felt like if them niggas was on it, I couldn't be on it. To the point where Jay Morrison used to call Caesar's asking could he use his property to say he was his.
So he's saying that he used to get invited to speak at panels or speak on panels, and he wouldn't speak because Jay Morrison was there or big business was there. So what he's alluding to is he would not speak at panels with Jay Morrison and big business because he knew that they were scammers, yet never told the public about it, never warned anyone about it. So why would we believe you now that you didn't know that Cesar was a scammer, allegedly? Follow me here. Follow me here, because I know some of you are slow. If he wouldn't speak up about Jay Morrison and big business, then it's safe to say that's probably why he didn't speak up about Cesar either, because he has a history of doing this. LB John, thank you for the donation. He says, love the channel, Common Sense, just showing love. Keep up the good work. You're holding people accountable. Absolutely. And I'm also creating separation. Because, see, there's no way that if you're doing legitimate business that you lost money in 2021. There's just no way. In 2020 and 2021, we were in one of the greatest bubbles of all time. How do you lose money? So clearly, this looks like a classic case of a Ponzi scheme. Now, I want to read this, one of the lawsuits, right? Because remember, they want to say that you're slandering them. So, defendants Pina and Casey, DJ Envy's name is Rashawn Casey, have repeatedly appeared alongside one another in promotional social media videos, which appear to solicit investments from members of the public in one or more specific real properties. How do we know this to be true? Because right here, you see Rashawn Casey, you see Cesar Pina, and they are doing what? Soliciting investments. So, where's the slander? It goes, in or around 2021, Pina and Casey began to publish regular videos on Instagram and other social media platforms where they conducted joint walkthroughs of residential properties and provided their insights as to how they could enhance property value through renovations. During and after publishing these videos, defendants Pina and Casey solicited members of the public to invest with us and encouraged viewers to reach out to them to discuss the terms of exclusive partnerships. Wow! Isn't that exactly what we heard in the previous video when they're walking up the escalator? Invest with us? Come on. Isn't that what they said on the Breakfast Club interview? Invest with us? Come on. Simple. Plaintiff first became familiar with Pina in 2018 when he began following his Flip It NJ page on Instagram. Plaintiff is a regular listener of the Breakfast Club radio show and continued to follow Pina through his radio appearances. Now, what did DJ Envy say about Cesar, chat? He said he made Cesar. He legitimized Cesar. He gave Cesar a platform. And I would agree, because no one would know who Cesar was without you. So once you became aware that he was doing bad business, why would you continue to stand next to him? Why would you continue to promote him? It's just 1 + 1 = 2. So, in around July 2022, plaintiff watched a video published by Pina and Casey on Instagram discussing a potential residential property investment deal for which it appeared that they were seeking partners. Plaintiff immediately reached out to Pina via direct message to the Flip It NJ Instagram page to discuss potential partnership. Pina replied about a month later and pitched defendant on a partnership or potential property deal and was seeking a $300,000 investment. I'm not going to read all of it, but you begin to start to see 1 + 1 = 2. Right? Now, I want to play this because I think that this is important, because this really basically summarizes everything that I've been saying here. This is Tony talking to one of the alleged victims, and I want you to hear what he has to say.
What about Rashawn, DJ Envy?
He's responsible, man. He needs to own up. He's the public face of this. He's responsible. If he knew about this, which I think it's impossible for him not to have known about this, then he's 100% responsible as well. And for him to act like he should, his name shouldn't be mentioned around this. His name was mentioned when him and Cesar were always together, or when he hosted him on the Breakfast Club in New York. Like, it's a...
Let's go back to the page, because I know some of you are slow. Check. That's them right there. Check. He's on a Breakfast Club. Because I know his attorney's watching, so I want you to understand that nothing about this is slander or defamation. I mean, this pretty much lines up. I know you're watching.
Nationally syndicated radio show. People are hearing this. How are they not going to feel?
Because regardless of who you had beef with and when you were shitting on.
So I love what El Nicole says. That's like blaming parents when an adult goes and commits a crime. The burden is to prove envy specifically frauded people. No. I want you to understand here. I'm not saying that DJ Envy defrauded anyone. So I think that when we're having a conversation, we need to make sure that we're framing it properly. I'm saying that DJ Envy has a responsibility to his audience and to people, that if he was made aware of Cesar's bad business dealings, because understand, again, I want you to understand this here. This speaks to DJ Envy's character and credibility. You're continuing to allow someone to leverage your platform while knowing they owe you money and owe your business partner money. What I'm showing you is that DJ Envy is a liar. So he may be able to prove that he didn't take anyone's money. But what you have to understand is that when you are partners with someone and you are presenting things to the public and you're saying partner with us, now you have to start thinking about deceptive marketing. So although he may not be liable for the bad business dealings that Cesar was a part of, he definitely could be a part of deceptive marketing. Because listen to me here, this is very, very important. If he was aware that the business deals was failing, but he was still promoting to the public that the business deals were successful, that is fraud. That is fraudulent marketing. That is deceptive marketing. And see, this is where the people, this is why I say, sue him, take him to court, because there's something known as discovery. See, if you are in the public and you are promoting that you are doing something, and the very thing that you are promoting you're not doing, that is fraud. That is deceptive marketing. You can be sued to the high heavens. That's like me trying to sell you a fitness product or a energy drink or a weight loss product, and you don't lose weight. And I know the product doesn't work, but I'm here trying to sell you that the product works. That is fraud. That is deceptive marketing. Very, very important that people understand this. Very, very important that people understand this. So now I want you to listen to this.
Cesar like crazy, which is my partner, which affected me. I understood. I never called you and said, hey, Jose, you should stop because this is bad for my business. No, because I knew how you felt. And I knew what it meant to you. So I said, I get it. Do what you got to do. I understand. When you spoke to me, called me, I never made you feel away. No, because I understood. Not only as a business partner, but at the time as a friend.
Not only as a business partner, but at the time as a friend. This is him talking to the credit dude, allegedly, and talking about how the credit dude and him had business problems. Now, follow me here. He's aware, he's acknowledging to the credit dude, allegedly, that there was bad business dealings. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yes. When I had our conversation the other day and
him and Flippin' NJ standing in front of houses.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy. Flippin' NJ. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
Hey. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
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 What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flipping NJ.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flipping NJ.
What up? It's DJ Envy.
Flipping NJ.
Like, oh yeah, you just, and then
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You can't be this slow, man. So again, is he responsible for committing fraud? No. But was he aware of bad business dealings? Yes. Did he continue to keep partnering with the person that he knew was doing bad business based upon this? Yes. Thank you, mentally engaged. Yes, they are slow. Life is action. Absolutely. You know, like a lot of you try to make things more complicated than it really is, and this shit is not that complicated. It's really not.
the one that you posted where he's talking about, why do people feel like things like this are a scam? Meanwhile, they're scamming. Come on, man. It's so unbelievably blatant, and for people to attack you on it, maybe they don't like your method. Why? Just because you're shouting it out and talking facts and truth?
Why do a lot of people think real estate is a scam? I reached out to a bunch of people about doing a big project. I reached out to Fab, he was in. I reached out to Clue, he was in. Yee was in. I reached out to Joe Button. Joe Button was like, no, you can get locked up for it.
It's not that people think that real estate is a scam. They think that the way that you and your partner are marketing and engaging in business is a scam and fraudulent. Let me repeat that again, because DJ, I understand you're not that bright. So let me break it down for you. It's not that people think that real estate is a scam. They think that the way you are packaging it and presenting it to them is the scam. Because, going back to the Flip the Dow project, you are allegedly trying to pay the affiliates anywhere from 10 to 30%, while then guaranteeing investors 30% and better returns, which would mean that you would have to make at least 60% on the deal to break even. Those numbers are not possible in real estate. Not consistently. Because see, past performance is indicative of future performance. Meaning, just because you did something last quarter, last year, does not mean that you can do it this year. Because things like COVID can happen, which can completely decimate your business. The Fed can raise interest rates. The property could burn down. How are you guaranteeing people 30% returns? It doesn't make any sense. Now, follow me here, right? Because, you know, one thing that I like to do is I like to do a little bit of digging. So, if we come over here to Cesar Pina's page, look at this. It says Nicky Jam just bought a school in New Jersey. If I can, you can. Wow. Here we go, another reference of a school. Now, I know what you're saying. You're reaching, but look at the date. September 4th, 2020. Isn't that around the time, right? That's between the timeline, between the September 4th of 2020 and March 28th, 2021. That's in the middle of that timeline when DJ Envy's talking about they own a school. So now, they love to call me and Tony clout chasers. Yet every time you see them, they're leveraging celebrities to sell their bullshit ass investments. Now, let me explain to you how the Ponzi scheme works. What they do is they go out here and get celebrities and influencers, people with big followings, and they get them to invest with them. And they then use your money to give them the 30% returns, to give them the 30% commissions. Because, see, the celebrity is going to cast a wide net to get you in. Because, see, they understand that we are a celebrity-driven culture. But somehow that's not dick riding. That's not clout chasing. DJ Envy's entire platform is not about DJing. It's about talking about celebrities all day long. But somehow that's not clout chasing. See, it's amazing to me how you have, you know, these terms, they selectively are applied, right? When they get Diddy to speak at their bum-ass conferences and festivals, that's not clout chasing, right? Right? Interviewing Steve Harvey isn't clout chasing, right? Sitting down with Yo Gotti isn't clout chasing. That's not clout chasing. That's doing it for the culture, right? Leveraging 50 Cent, right? That's not clout chasing. That's not dick riding, right? Putting a picture of 50 Cent, that's not dick riding. That's not clout chasing. That's thorough. That's real business. That's standing on business. You niggas are sick. You niggas are sick. Now, I want to listen a little bit more what DJ MB had to say.
You're not a lick. EYL is here because of me. Because if you're going on their show, you're putting them on the Breakfast Club. And I don't have a problem saying you're not a lick. EYL is here because of me. Because if you're going on their lick, EYL is here because of me. Because if you're going on their show, you're putting them on the Breakfast Club. And I don't have a problem saying it to any of their faces because they know. Same thing with you. Nobody would know who you are the way you are right now if it wasn't for...
You heard what he said? You heard what he said? He made EYL. They better bow down and kiss the ring. You heard? There would be no EYL on DJ Envy. He telling you. He calling shots. He made them. He's the king. You heard? He made EYL.
DJ Envy, for putting you on the Breakfast Club, for putting you on the seminars, for making the moves that I made for you. You would not be as big as you are now. And if you don't think that, you are bugging.
Now, a lot of people are questioning the authenticity of this.
Right? Now, he also said he don't like the way that EYL do business. They got questionable business practices. That's a video for another day. That's a video for another day. Right? That's a video for another day. Now, I want to end with this. Right? Because I say this time and time again. Because, I like to have a little bit of fun with it, but I also like to teach. And I believe that, we got to, as a community, as a culture, we have to learn and grow, right? I say this all the time. We do not have actual real journalism in the Black and Hispanic community. Most of these blogs, most of these podcasts and media outlets, they don't engage in real journalism. So when you're watching these things, you have to take it as pure entertainment. So this is a guy by the name of Ish. And I want you to hear what he has to say. And then I'm going to just absolutely obliterate it because this is his foolishness. Listen to what he has to say.
Business. I don't know too much of Cesar or Envy's inner workings and how they have conducted themselves. People have been trying for months now to get me to shit on them. Right? I kind of been shooting Cesar Bell, and people be mad at me.
Why is that? Yeah, because you're not too familiar with everything.
Yeah, number one, I don't know what's inner workings. I've read some shit. I've read people say y'all made mad money with him. I've read articles where people are saying y'all made money with him.
Yes, in Ponzi schemes, people make money, but when the Ponzi scheme collapses, most people lose money. You cannot base the success off of an investment because one or two people make money. That is not the litmus test of whether or not something is legitimate. How are they making the money is the question. And yes, of course, he's going to make sure the Nicky Jams of the world get paid because they have big platforms. But the small guy, their money is going to the Nicky Jams, allegedly.
Returns, super high returns. And in this one particular time, I gave him some money and he didn't get my money back. Mm-hmm. I think that we as Black people, we label everything a scam. If you give money to Goldman Sachs and they lose your bread, you don't call the CEO a fucking thief. You invested money in a specific stock. You invested money in a mutual. Niggas lost mad bread in crypto. We not calling up motherfuckers saying, yo, these niggas is thieves.
That's a very interesting.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we not calling them scammers. Niggas lost their shirt in crypto. Niggas ain't call the CEO of AMC and say, yo, I bought a bunch of stock and y'all, that shit. When you invest money, the definition of an investment, it has the potential to win or lose money.
This is Boyce Watkins rhetoric and Boyce Watkins Popeye's logic. This is foolish. Everyone understands an investment can lose money. So, per his logic, let's follow me here. If I buy a stock in my brokerage account and the stock drops 20%, guess what I can do? I can sell that stock and take the loss. So I can recoup back some of my money. If I buy Dogecoin, Shiba, garbage like XRP, and it drops 50 or 60%, I can sell it and get back some of my money. In this case, if you go to the Amy Flips case, they're giving this individual money to invest in properties. And allegedly, the properties were never invested in, meaning no real estate transaction actually happened. In the Amy case, she's alleging that the property that Cesar showed her that they were supposed to be flipping, he already owned it, allegedly. So, please listen to me. And again, I don't expect him to know this because he's not a finance guy. All investments can lose money. We're not talking about legitimate investments losing money. We're talking about fraud. A Ponzi scheme cannot work. A stock can go up or go down. Your property can go up or go down in value. If Cesar was doing proper business, then he should have properties that he could liquidate and give these investors back something. Think about it. A house doesn't just go to zero. A house is not a cryptocurrency or a stock. It is physical. It is tangible. You can see it, touch it, taste it, feel it, right? It's real. So, if I buy the property for $500,000 and the market crashes, at least I can get $325,000. I can get $300,000 for it. If I buy it in cash, I got equity, I can refinance, get some cash out. That's not happening here because the properties were never allegedly purchased. So we have to stop trying to create this logic of, oh, well, people need to know that they put we're not talking about the investments going down. We're talking about knowing these people are left with nothing. See, I want you to understand this, right? When we come here and we read this, this is a guy by the name of Ricky. He says, but the nigga ain't dodging anyone. He's showing how many times he's been calling Cesar. I want you to listen to what he's saying. We coming for that fat fuck. Nigga owes me about $30K. I mean, $350K, excuse me. $350,000. That nigga made me lose both my cars and has my kids' college money. Mind you, my son about to go to med school. My daughter's about to go to college in 1 year. And I may have been a fuck up and made hella mistakes when I was young. But I'm a great father, bro. Real shit. My kids saved my life. Both straight A students and on some dean's list type shit, bro. Real shit. And for him to take their money, he's lucky he's alive. So follow me here, Ish. That was the guy that was speaking in this video right here, right? If Cesar was doing the right thing, then he should be able to at least give that guy back $200,000, $150,000. If he really acquired the property, because properties don't go to zero. We're talking about fraud here. So we're not talking about people buying Popeye's chicken. We're not talking about somebody buying a cryptocurrency and losing value. We're talking about they don't have anything. They have no asset in the greatest bull market of all times. So I think that for a lot of you who are trying to speak on this, if you're going to speak on this, speak accurately and factually, right? Please make sure, because understand that there are people who are really being severely impacted by this. And I'm telling you, it's a double negative because it was the greatest real estate market of all time. So that $350,000 could have easily been doubled, if not tripled, had it been in the right hands. So not only did they not build wealth in the bubble, but now they're at zero. So it's going to be very hard to make back that money because you understand that time is money. And as a man or a woman, your most productive years of earning is between the years of about 28 to 56. Many of these people are middle-aged people. They're never going to have that same energy and vitality to make that money back. So it's a double negative. So if you are trying to speak on this stuff, make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure that you read the court cases. Make sure that you watch the videos of the victims. Make sure you understand that DJ Envy was supposed to be getting paid over a year ago, yet he continued to keep doing business with the person while not getting paid, allegedly. And for those of you asking, why do I go so hard? Because, see, you have to show people that there are people out here that do good business. There are individuals that if you invest your money with them, you may lose money, but at least you can get your money back, whatever's left over. There are people out here that are good course creators, that are good content creators. Because, see, what happens is now, if you are silent and you have a platform, this is going to set back the Black and Hispanic community for decades. Because most people are going to say, I don't trust none of you. See, this negatively impacts my business. So I have to speak out. Because if I don't speak out, then I'm not going to get new clients. Then no one's going to want to invest with me. Then no one's going to want to buy my course. Then no one's going to want to watch my video. Because people are going to walk away and say, fuck all y'all, y'all all scammers. You have to draw the line and say, I'm not that. And you have to speak and say that loudly and clearly. You owe it to your audience. People could have, because guess what? I know, because I changed my life in that bubble. I built my wealth in that bubble. My students can tell you inside of the chat, they built their wealth by following me and my investment advice in the bubble. We cashed out. We came up. And it's sad to hear people lose so much money and give their money to clowns like Cesar. It's laughable and it's embarrassing. And I said to you, and I'm going to say it again. Any platform you see that's in the finance space that had Cesar and DJ Envy on there, EYL, $1 million worth of game, if they're now not covering this, but they claim to be a media company, then that tells you all you need to know about the quality of that media company. Now I saw a donation come in. I want to cover this. Yardley Moist says, I know somebody personally got scammed by Cesar and DJ Envy. Lawsuit pending, Patterson, New Jersey. Don't let me call in and expose him. Yardley, understand, on Instagram, I get DMs all day long of people, suing these people, pulling up to their house, looking for them. And, I get the DJ Envy and Cesar fanboys, you're all in my inbox, you're threatening me, telling me where I can't go and what I can't do and what's going to happen to me. Listen here, man. You can save all that. I'm going to keep on talking and I'm going to keep on telling the truth. This is probably one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in the Black and Hispanic community. As of right now, we're totaling about $50 million, right? And I believe that it's north of $100 million because now you got to think about the celebrities that got caught up in this foolishness that got burned, So I believe more and more people are going to start coming out. I think that more lawsuits are going to come out. I believe that DJ Envy was well aware, at least a year ago, that Cesar was having financial problems, and yet he continued to allow Cesar to leverage his platform. So although DJ Envy did not directly take investments to invest people's money, he was a partner. He said it time and time again. He said, partner with us, time and time again. We can finish listening to this video where he clearly makes it clear that they were partners. Let's listen to it before we end.
It's a scam, and he's hung up on me.
Sometimes it is, maybe.
Joe may not have the money.
Oh.
Why do? But that's what it is. But we started the seminars because there were so many people that called that reached out and said they've been paying like $2,000-$3,000 for seminars, $5,000 seminars, and when they get to the seminar, they
That's
don't
a down
learn
payment.
anything.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
They don't learn anything, and then to talk to people, they got to pay more money, and we tried to stop that. That's why I'm so big on making sure that the people that we use, when people call them, they're not charging for that.
Mm-hmm.
We really want to help the community, and that's why we do so much. So That's the reason why I want him to talk. I'm like, yo, I got to get you on stage because we can help a lot of people.
Right.
And we've helped so many people, not just regular people, but celebrities, athletes, executives. And when we do and we get them money, we got a bunch of people, millions of dollars. How much did you charge them, Cesar?
Nothing.
Right. And that's
not adding up then.
And see, Angelique was smart. She said, that sounds like a scam. And then she says, something ain't adding up. And she's right. Nothing in this world is for free. Nothing in this world is for free.
You know, and they were talking about these incredible deals, and Cesar talked about, you know, the first time he connected with Envy and drove him around Patterson, all that. I went to the event. I signed up as a VIP member of Flip to Dow. I think it's sad that people are laughing about this because it's been a really huge thing for people, and it's definitely destroying lives. I'm never gonna I have no reason to lie about any of this. What I was doing, Cesar hit me with what seemed to be a great deal, verified it, personal guarantee, all of the above. Went to the properties, went into Patterson. He drove me around. Did the deal back in January. The maturation date of the deal was supposed to be June 4th. Excuse after excuse. First, it's like everything's going fine. Then all of a sudden, it's excuse after excuse after excuse. Then it's a lack of returning phone calls, a lack.
So now, follow me here. So for you DJ Envy fanboys and you Cesar fanboys, see, there's a pattern here. There's a pattern. So this guy's saying he's been trying to call Cesar and he's getting the runaround, right? Now we go here and this guy, he clearly shows you he's been calling Cesar. He's been calling Cesar. The credit dude, who was partners with DJ Envy, he's saying that he couldn't get in contact with Cesar. He was getting the runaround. He didn't get paid out. How is it that all of these people who are not connected have the same story? How is it that all of these people who are not connected have the same exact story? It's not like they all work together or they were all partners. These are just individual people. And they all have the same story. That should tell you there's a problem. That maybe these people are telling the truth. Right? Now understand, a lawsuit is just a lawsuit. Right? It's just a lawsuit. There's something known as, the legal system you have to go through. But we also have the court of public opinion. And God damn it, how is it that all of these people have the same story? I don't know.
Lack of returning text messages, a complete ghosting. Got my lawyer involved, send them a letter of delinquency. They invite me to come to their home. I come to their home with my wife. We sit down at a table. His wife is crying about it. They're profusely apologizing. Cesar saying he's embarrassed about this and that.
Think about this whole situation when it comes to DJ Envy's involvement, him not letting the public know that he's had issues with Cesar as a partner and bad business and all those different things. How do you think he would have invested without DJ Envy? Do you think he has a responsibility
I would have never.
to talk about
I honestly would have never. I would have never known who Cesar was without Envy, to be perfectly honest. See, Envy's trying to act like he wasn't an advocate for Flip to Dow. He was on the main page of the website when they're giving a house away.
Here we go. Now, didn't I say this earlier? If you go to Flip to Dow now, you don't see the pictures. But God damn it, when I did the video with JT 2 months ago, don't you see DJ Envy right there? Don't you see DJ Envy right there? Don't you see DJ Envy right there? He's on the goddamn page more than Cesar. So him filing that motion is a joke. And like I said, listen, man, I love to go to court. Sue me for defamation because I know what I'm saying is factual, right? And I'm surgical with what I do, man. So listen, I wouldn't mind going to court. Yeah.
So when Flip the Dow was launched, which was last year, why not say how much it is? 200 grand. How about that? It is public, so I don't really give a shit. It is what it is. It's embarrassing enough just to be in the situation, so I've got nothing to hide. But 200K is a huge sum of money, and for me, that might as well be the 2 million that other people have lost. It was a huge sum of money. And no, I wouldn't have been able to have any credibility with Cesar. The fact that Cesar, when I got turned on to Cesar from Envy, and then he does, business with either former athletes, current celebrities. Do the research. You can look it up and see. And I was maybe I was flattered by the opportunity, which now feels stupid, clearly. But I'm also like, I'm a very real person. I got nothing to hide. Even if it's embarrassing, it just is what it is. I'm tired of like hearing all this. It like.
Shout out to my brother JT. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. JT and I have collabed a lot of times. We also collabed when this story first broke. He said, if you play a role in promoting a scam, you also play a role in exposing the scam after you are made aware. It's accountability. Do it for the culture. Absolutely. But what we're starting to see is that these people are culture vultures. They use the culture to prey on Black and Hispanic culture. See, that's what they do. They big business, the same MO. It's the same. They use Black culture, Black trauma, Black pain, and then they leverage that to get you to feel guilty, to let down your guard, to take advantage of you. See, in business, it all should be about the numbers. And business is always about the numbers, right? Because the devil's in the detail. And if a person's guaranteeing you 30% returns, that right there should have been the biggest red flag. I never tell my investors it's guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed. You're not even guaranteed to wake up tomorrow. You don't know what state the world could be in tomorrow to guarantee a 30% return. Anytime someone's guaranteeing returns, you know it's a red flag.
See, for Envy to just go on as if this is not happening and to not publicly come out and speak on it, for Flip to Dallas to still be operating, for Jennifer and her husband to still be promoting this ride along to St. Louis, all of this needs to be blown up in their faces, and they need to face the music. They're not even at their home to be served, so they're ducking, clearly. They have other properties in other states, so who knows where the hell they are. I got a message from Jennifer all of a sudden last night saying, oh, the house that we were supposed to close on, it fell through quite a few times. I'm sorry this is happening. But I'll get a random response out of nowhere after I've been trying to contact them for weeks and weeks and weeks. When I went to their home, they said, give us 2 weeks and then we'll reconnect.
If you have a property for them, why not just give them control over the property? See, this is how you know the shit that they're saying doesn't even make any sense. Why not just assign over? If you bought the property cash, there's no mortgage on it. Why not just deed the property over? Why not just transfer it? It's common sense. Which is why I named my page What Happened to Common. This doesn't even make financial sense, right? Think about it. Why give them the runaround saying we're waiting for it to close? Why not just give them the property and then let them deal with it? Because there are no properties. Based upon my conclusion is that there really was never no properties being bought or sold. That it was just simply taking new investors' money to pay old investors. Ponzi, in my opinion. And I have a right to my opinion.
And we'll talk about it. I've not even heard a word outside of that one text message since. Caesar had hit me up a couple times 2 weeks later. Like,
what do you have to say to Caesar if he could hear you right now?
If Caesar could hear me, which I hope that he does, I think that what they're doing is deplorable. I think that him lying straight through his teeth and playing a victim as if he's being attacked is disgusting.
Not only that, you could partner with us on some deals.
Partner with us on some deals. Listen to this.
Some money with us. Your partner. And we'll see you July 31st. Come on.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
Now, first of all, we want to say thank you so much, because if you got this, you either purchased my book, Caesar's book, or you've been to one of our car shows or one of our seminars, and we just want to say thank you. Now, we heard your emails, we seen your text and your DMs and the comments that you leave. A lot of you just don't have the time, right? You just want to invest, but you want to make sure you can invest in somebody that really knows what they're doing. So if you know me by now, you know I got 6 kids, you know I DJ everywhere, you know I do car shows, I do a host of everything. And sometimes I just can't make it out to a property to see. I just can't go to Milwaukee or Detroit or Florida to see a property. But Caesar does this full time, and a lot of times I invest in Caesar. I invest in what he's doing. And now we're at...
I invest in what Caesar's doing. A lot of I. So now, if I constantly see you with a large platform standing next to a guy who doesn't say more than 5 words in every promotional video, who looks like a fat Spanish version of Kirby, who looks like a melted candle, that's probably, I wouldn't even call him Big Pun, we call him Little Midget Pun. Think about that for a second, right? Like, would someone give Caesar money if it was not for DJ Envy? Now, he said he made him. So although you're not taking the money, you're legitimizing him. All while knowing at this point that you haven't received your dividends. Make it make sense.
Actually allow you to do the same. So, welcome to Flip to Dow.
Hey,
welcome to Flip to Dow. Yet over here, per his motion, he goes, Envy says he is not and never was an employee or representative of the Taylor Company or Flip to Dow. Get my gavel. Order in the court, you're guilty. 25 years beige rage, you heard? Guilty.
Properties from scratch. Anything that you can think about, it's going to be at your fingertips on this platform.
Not only that, we'll have properties up. So let's say there's a property that you're interested in.
We also have properties up. God damn it. Another 25 years. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up.
And you want to invest in that property. Now you can invest with us for as little as $100.
Now you can invest with us. Another 25 years. Damn it.
And that $100 will work for you. You can do $100, $150, $200. But now you're our partner on that deal.
Our partner? God, get the nigga electric chair. I'm done. Fucking done. How the fuck you gonna let a person play with you like this? Give his ass the electric chair. God, this shit's crazy. That's why I say these niggas are slow. I've been trying to tell you, these are not intelligent black men and black women. These are criminals. This is not black excellence. These niggas are criminals. And they're not even smart criminals. But seriously. Yo. Let me stop. I'm about to say something I shouldn't say.
That's simple. So it's a way that you can actually make money and learn from people that actually do it. My first property that I bought, I didn't know what I was doing. My first house, 18% interest rate. That is a fact. And you know who gave me that idea? Busta Rhymes was actually the person that got me that, but that was 20 years ago. But he didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. But now actually you're learning from people that know what they're doing, that's been doing it for over 20 years, and that's been making a lot of money. So if this is something that you want to do, click the link in this email, learn more information. And not only that, if we're about our business, we would actually be giving away a property.
Envy, we are actually giving away a property.
So we're going to give away a property to somebody.
Yep.
And teach them how to do it.
Yep.
Hold their hands and show them how to fix up a property, how to get tenants, how to collect the rent, and all that.
Everything.
Positively, absolutely.
All of the above.
You want more information? Click the link right here in this email, and I can't wait to make some money with you.
I'm over it. I don't have no more to say. I mean, DJ Envy done said enough. I could go on for another hour. At this point, you know, it'll just be beating a dead horse. Listen, when you have a platform, you have a responsibility to your audience. He's trying to make it seem like Tony is clout chasing him, that he's defaming him, when these are your own words. You are saying partner with us. You are saying we. You are saying our. You're saying that you created Cesar. You're saying that you gave him a platform. We see that you gave him a platform. That means that you hold some responsibility, especially if you put money with the man and he's owed you for over a year. Yet you continued after August, after this happened in August, here we are now, and you're doing real estate events on January 26th. It doesn't make any sense. So, in closing, I feel sorry for the victims. Many of you are, completely wiped out, and it's sad to see, and I'm sorry to hear it. Here's what I will say, man. I will definitely say this. You need to go through the legal process. I know it sucks that you got defrauded and you're going to have to spend more money to get your money back or get some type of a justice, but you need to go through the discovery process because you need to find out what did DJ Envy know and when did he know it? Because see, that becomes very problematic if this man knew that bad business dealings were going on and he still continued to stand next to him. And therefore now you'll be able to go after him, hold him accountable, you know, because every day I get DMs from people who, you know, they're sending me screenshots, wires, text messages, people committing suicide. I know one of the victims was allegedly a Jeffrey Epstein victim, and she got $1 million from the Epstein case and gave it over to Cesar just to get burned, you know. So my heart goes out to you. I feel sorry, but I do understand that this is a moment to teach. See, this is not just a moment to bash. This is not a moment to clout chase. This is the moment to teach you about how real estate is supposed to operate and work. And yes, they may have done a lot of good by teaching and educating people, but that does not make up for the level of alleged fraud. And if you are in the finance space and you have a platform, you better use that platform to let people know that you're not a scammer. Because see, what this is going to do is this is going to turn off a lot of people from ever investing again. And this is going to make people look at the entire space like it's just full of scammers, liars, and thieves. And I'm not a liar, I'm not a thief, and I'm not a scammer. And I'm going to make it very known that over here, we educate, over here, we invest, and we do business the way that it's supposed to be conducted. With that being said, please like the video, share the video, subscribe. Make sure that you hit the notification bell. You can also follow me on Instagram. A link to my Instagram page is in the description below. I also see a donation coming through. Bugs Moran says Versace Eli is the truth. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to do my best to look a little good. You heard? But with that being said, man, thank you to everybody who donated. And again, man, I'm going to be covering the story. I'm not going to let up. I don't care what you say. You can send all the death threats. You can try to sabotage my business, file the lawsuits. I don't care. I'm going to speak about it because I'm speaking truthfully. I'm speaking factually. And at the end of the day, you know, we have to see, this is one of the reasons why the Black and Hispanic community is so fucked up. It's because we hold on to some fucked up morals and ideologies where it's like, you know, you have innocent, hardworking people. These are not street dudes who put their money into something. A lot of these people are 9-to-5 working people who honestly was doing this for their kids' future and their tuition, and they got caught up in a scam, allegedly. Right? Listen, if this was just some street shit that went left, cool. Listen, you know what you signed up for. But these are honest, hardworking people who didn't sign up for this, right? And you know that's why I hate this culture like snitching and ratting and all that. We ain't talking about no snitch. We're talking about people who are trying to do business, right? And if you are a person that's trying to equate a real estate investment to street culture, then that already shows you what the problem is. Because I want you to understand, that street culture that you niggas will talk about, that shit's losing. That's loser culture. You do know you go to jail, right? You do know that you spend your most productive years of your life in jail, away from your wife, your kids, your girl, your family. You know, y'all, most of y'all not winning at this street culture that y'all try to uphold so much. You niggas are losers, right? So, you know, I just want to say that, man. You know, if you subscribe to that type of culture and that type of way of believing, then you're part of the problem. And you're the reason why we can't get ahead as a people. And see, don't come to me with this, or what about the white man stuff? Because understand, how can you hold white supremacy and the white man accountable if you can't hold the person who looks just like you accountable, right? See, if you can't hold the person that's right next to you that has nowhere near the power, wealth, or influence of white supremacy, then you're damn sure ain't ready to go compete with them. So with that being said, guys, have a blessed and beautiful evening, and I will be covering this more. If you got more information for me, come follow me over Instagram, send me the information, and I'll gladly cover it. Peace.